Good evening and good welcome, basketball fans. We are on site at Alice Ingersoll Gymnasium here tonight as we get set to tip off the Class 2A playoffs here between Peoria Notre Dame and Deer Creek Mackinac. Dalton, we have got a big game in store for us tonight. Got Dalton Carmine in the booth with me. Dalton, should be an exciting game of basketball in the docket tonight.
If there ever was a clash of the Titans, Brock, it's this right here in Canton. Both of these teams on 8-game winning streaks. Both of these teams have hit that 30-win threshold. Both of these teams have their sights set on that state championship in Bloomington Normal here in a couple weeks.
Absolutely, a lot on store tonight. Both teams will seek sectional championships tonight. And first, for Peoria High, come into this game with a 30-4 record, have played a very tough schedule up to this point, as Dalton mentioned, on an 8-game winning streak, have had no problems so far in these IHSA playoffs.
To your point, Brock, outscoring opponents 221-90 in these IHSA playoffs. That is absolutely absurd for a team that hadn't even won a regional in the last 7+ years. Absolutely incredible stuff from Coach Langholm's squad.
Absolutely, and then on the other side for Dee-Mack, Joni Nightingale at the helm for the Chiefs. Her third season at the helm has really turned this program around. Back-to-back 30-win seasons. The Chiefs come into this one at 32-2, a perfect 12-0 in the heart of Illinois Conference, as we've got two 12-0 conference champions squaring off tonight. And Dalton, what do you see from Dee-Mack?
Well, they are very, very deep, Brock. That's how they differentiate from Peoria Notre Dame here in this one. They will usually go 8-9 deep. We've heard Coach Nightingale say that when they are healthy, they are the deepest team overall in the state. A 32-2 record really speaks for itself. This is a squad that definitely can come out on top in Class 2A, obviously being undefeated in conference play. And both of their losses, I want to point out, Brock, both of their losses, one to Portac and one to Central Southeastern, came in overtime.
And Dee-Mack was able to avenge that loss to Porta later in the season after losing 44-42 in the second game of the year. They rebounded to avenge the loss on 12-27, 55-47. Obviously, both teams very different from where they started the season. We're going to get set here for the national anthem, and we'll be right back.
We encourage you to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout this contest, no matter what your personal feelings of loyalty may be. The throwing of any objects onto the playing area is strictly forbidden, and the officials are authorized to take appropriate action to ensure the safety of all. Also, abusive and offensive language by fans in the stands will not be tolerated. Offenders will be escorted from the gym. Thank you for your cooperation. Will everyone please rise, remove your caps, face the flag above center court, and place your hand over your heart as we honor America, all veterans, and the men and women now serving our country at home and abroad with the singing of our national anthem.
National anthem just got over with. We are awaiting the starting lineups here. First for Peoria Notre Dame, we've got number 5, a junior, Julia Mingus. Number 21, a junior, Caitlin Cassidy. Number 22, a senior, a do-it-all, Maya Wardle. Following behind Maya is her sister, freshman, number 23, Emmy Wardle. And then running off the starting 5 for the Irish is sophomore, the Richwoods transfer, number 24, Lexi Bear. Dee-Mack will counter with number 10, Keely Zeller, a senior. Number 11, Lexi Cottingham, a junior. Number 14, Mackenzie Knowles, a junior. Their do-it-all player, Dalia DeJesus, the do-it-all sophomore, number 24 in red. And then rounding things out for the Chiefs is number 31, Elise Hahn, a senior.
Really interesting matchups here, Brock. I just want to point out Maya Wardle and Emmy Wardle, of course, both daughters of Bradley University head coach Brian Wardle. And also Maya Wardle, 5'7" senior, Eastern Kentucky commit, she'll be playing in the ASUN next year. And something else I want to point out for PND, they have one starter from each class. You don't see that from the number 1 team in the state very often.
Especially not when one of those players playing a prominent role, and in this case starting, is a freshman. No pressure, I'm sure, that she's feeling here tonight. Used to it by this point, coming from that Wardle household. As we've got starting lineups for Dee-Mack just getting finished for you here. They've gone with the lights out in Alice Ingersoll Gymnasium. Dalton, I don't know about you, but this is my first time stepping foot in this gymnasium. I'm very impressed.
Yes, me too. I've heard this place is over 100 years old. Don't know if that's true, but I hear it's over 100 years old. What an environment for 2 teams that aren't particularly close to Canton, but incredible. This has got to be the best venue that any sectional championship game is being played at tonight, I would have to guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Historic venue for a historic game tonight between 2 of the best teams this state has to offer in the Class 2A. Peoria Notre Dame coming in ranked number 1 in the class for 2A. Dee-Mack following close behind at number 6. So a top 8 showdown here for the right for a sectional title and the right to advance to the Super Sectionals.
2A is just so absolutely loaded this year, Brock. I think when you get inside the top 6, maybe you can make a case for top 10. I'd say they might all be interchangeable. And these 2 teams, I don't see any reason why they're not interchangeable. They match up incredibly well. It's going to set us up for a really good sectional championship here tonight.
Got the tip-off awaiting here in just a couple of moments. Both of these teams hang their hat on the defensive end of the floor, Galton. Dee-Mack comes in allowing just under 33 a game. Peoria Notre Dame just giving up just over 35. So baskets going to be hard to come by here in this game.
Peoria Notre Dame, if they establish that defensive dominance early, use their athleticism and their IQ, force some turnovers, they're going to get off to a good start and potentially bury the Chiefs early.
And something to look out for at the start of this game is how the referees are going to officiate it. If they're going to let PND play their usual physical style and get up in them, force turnovers, be tight with the whistle, advantage could swing for PND. That's right up their alley.
A shot that Caitlin Cassidy could absolutely hit, just a tad bit off there. The Dee-Mack student section letting her know it as the Chiefs got it now. It was just underway.
First possession here for Dee-Mack as they look to break the Peoria Notre Dame press, and they do. That's Hahn. Takes it right up the floor. Good pass down low to Zeller. She's unable to get it to go, and now Wardle's got it to Bear. Now for PND, she takes another shot there. Lexi Bear, her first shot of the game, is good.
Smooth as silk, the transfer from Richwoods. Lexi Bear, she's already got an offer as a sophomore from Bradley University, and I'm sure she's got some others. But Irish off and running, and they force a turnover.
Confident stroke there from Bear in transition, drills the triple. PND ratchets up the pressure, forces their first turnover of the game, and they have the ball back here as Emmy Wardle will set to take it out of bounds.
I like the press from Coach Logoff to start this game here, Brock.
Good move there by Maya Wardle, a little hesitation. The senior gets right to the rim, and PND is off to a 5-0 lead here early.
Beautiful hezzy for Maya Wardle, not a play you see high schoolers make too often. They get her trapped, another turnover, Brock.
The coffin corner there, Dalton right by half court. Not been kind to Dee-Mack on that possession. Cranking up the defense early is PND. They've got 2 turnovers already to just 1 shot for the Chiefs. Wardle with a ball on the string yet again, fires a pass down low to Caitlin Cassidy.
What a find. Maya Wardle's feeling it.
That's what Division I talent looks like at the 2A level, folks. Good pass there from Wardle to Cassidy. Irish with a 7-0 lead here early. Discombobulated again from the Chiefs. Another turnover, their 3rd in a row, as PND looks to add some more points to the board here. Can't leave Bear open. She finds Cassidy. Cassidy now off the dribble. Will show and go. Confidence there from Cassidy. She's got her 2nd bucket of the game. It's 9-0 before we've even blinked here, Dalton.
Makes me wonder if Nightingale's potentially thinking about taking a timeout. Her team can hardly get it over half court there, but Kenzie Knowles very smartly slows things down for the Chiefs. They got to find a way to get one in the bucket here, Brock.
They just got to find a way to get a shot here, Dalton, more than anything. Last 3 possessions have ended with a turnover. Hahn down low. Nice tough defense inside there by Bayer and Cassidy both. But that's going to be Cassidy who's whistled for her first foul of the game.
When you need somebody to reel in your team, just go to the senior Elise Hahn. Been kind of a glue girl for the Chiefs in her 4 years with the program. She knocks down the first.
Her first free throw is up and good. Big points there for Dee-Mack, as Peoria Notre Dame had snatched all early momentum in this ball game. Let's see if Hahn can knock down the second. She does. She's got 2 points. Dee-Mack on the board, 9-2.
Perhaps a monkey off the back of the Dee-Mack Chiefs here in the early going here, Brock. See if they can build on that.
Let's see what PND does here for a response, as Mingus now looking to attack. Good defense. She finds Bear, though, left wide open. Can't get it to go. Good clear down low by Hahn for the Chiefs. Zeller inside, loses that one off of her leg. Another Dee-Mack turnover will give the ball back to the Irish.
That's that length, the size of the Peoria Notre Dame Lady Irish right there. Didn't even run into her, didn't poke the ball out really. Kind of just lost it. Intimidation factor, perhaps.
As Wardle goes to work here, she gets right to the rack. Tough lay goes for Maya Wardle, as she's got another basket. The Eastern Kentucky commit off to a nice start, couple baskets and an assist. Tough pass there to DeJesus.
Late call there, but they're going to get Lexi Bear on the reach in as the Chiefs trying to get that ball across half court. I think it was the right call, just a little bit late. Regardless, the green and blue not very happy with it.
We got our first sub of the game here for Dee-Mack. Number 20, Gracie Bontemps, has checked in the game, as well as number 12, Allie Stickelmeyer for Peoria Notre Dame.
So one thing about Dee-Mack, they're 8-9 deep. Coach Nightingale pulled the string if she doesn't see something else she likes. Out of bounds, go the other way, Brock.
Tough pass, tough catch there on the sideline, as that will lead to another Dee-Mack turnover, as they are having all sorts of troubles here early with that Irish press.
I believe it was their regional championship. They had 35 turnovers in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Something that Coach Nightingale and the Chiefs have got to clean up if they want any chance of beating the number 1 team in 2A.
Especially when you face a team like PND, who was coming off forcing 23 turnovers in that win against Bloomington Central Catholic in the sectional semis. As Hahn clears for the Chiefs, she brings it up the floor now. Let's see if Dee-Mack can get some offense started here.
I think you got to look to your star sophomore, Dalia DeJesus. She's calling for it in the post. PND not letting her get any breathing room.
Bontemps' first shot of the night is off and no good. We're going to have a jump ball underneath, as Lexi Bear and a band of Chiefs were fighting for it. Possession arrow will stay with Dee-Mack. They'll get it out, run into the basket.
Nice aggressiveness from Dee-Mack. Maybe another thing that they could build on here. Just 2 points about halfway through the first quarter.
As DeJesus has it here now, one of her first touches of the game. She is suffocated up there by Emmy Wardle at the top of the key.
Battle of underclassmen there. Wardle giving DeJesus absolutely no space. She gets into the paint here, though.
Tough shot there from DeJesus. Wardle wanted the jump ball, didn't get it. And DeJesus will go to the foul line for a pair of free throws here.
Coach Langhoff pleading his case to the referees there, claiming his player was straight up. But regardless, what the Zebras say goes.
They're going to get Julia Mingus for the foul there for PND. Their third, her first.
DeJesus, such a dynamic player for the Chiefs, already got 1,000 points and set the freshman rebound record in a Chiefs uniform last year.
Not often you see freshman contributions really at all at the varsity level. Certainly none more impactful than what she's had in her 2 years in Dee-Mack. As Maya Wardle, one more time to the rack and the foul. The Eastern Kentucky commit is on fire here tonight, getting right to the rim. She's got 6 points early.
I think Maya Wardle's maybe been watching a little bit of Terrence Shaded Jr. for those of you who are fans of college basketball, getting to the rim at will, drawing fouls, finishing at the rim. That's the key, Brock. You got to finish that when you get to the rim.
They're going to call a foul there on Hahn for Dee-Mack. Their first, her first. Wardle from outside, can't get it to go. Tough board in there by Julia Mingus, battling for it. Gets it to Bear, who gets it out. Stickelmeyer, who can't get that one to go. Ball is loose, and Dee-Mack finally clears. Near turnover while they do it. As DeJesus will go to work at the top of the key over Bear. She turns, fires, left that one short. Wardle's got a rebound. She races up the floor. Finds Mingus, who dribbles into the corner. Lost it out of bounds. Ball will stay down there with PND.
Perfect precision outlet pass there from Wardle to her teammate on the other side of the court.
As Cassidy checks back in for PND. As she's got Emmy Wardle, who finds her sister Maya from outside for three. Maya Wardle, good from outside.
Wardle to Wardle connection, absolutely deadly. If you're Dee-Mack, what do you even do about that?
Tough pass there to DeJesus. She does corral it from Knowles. As Hahn has it now in the coffin corner. There by the sideline, gets it to Knowles to reset the counter.
The press break from the Chiefs drastically improving in the second half of the first quarter compared to the first, where they kept turning the ball over.
Maya Wardle's got an early 9 points. Nice back cut there from Cunningham. She's good for two. Another basket there for Dee-Mack. They're up to 6.
That's a place you could potentially burn the Lady Irish there. They play up on the ball, try to force turnovers. Those backdoor cuts are going to be open more than once in this one, Brock.
And Stickelmeyer finds Cassidy. They run the give and go back to Stickelmeyer. She loses it. Chiefs have the ball. That's DeJesus, gets it stripped near half court, gets it back. And now Dee-Mack resets. 16-6 ball game here with under 2:20 left to play in the first quarter. A sectional championship on the line here in Alice Ingersoll Gymnasium, as Joni Nightingale, Dee-Mack's coach, is able to get a timeout to prevent a turnover, our first of the game.
Dee-Mack takes a 30-second timeout.
That felt as much of a necessity timeout as any there, Dalton.
Yeah.
Kind of player got trapped, Clouder was going up, started the panic start to set in, didn't want to force another turnover.
I thought for sure that Nightingale was going to call a timeout earlier in the game when her team kept turning the ball over when they were getting pressed, but she decided to save it. Those timeouts, especially if this game comes down to the wire here later, those timeouts are absolutely crucial. So I trust Nightingale. She's led this team to 32-2 record. I think she knows how to handle her timeout usage.
We said defense was going to be a key factor here in this one. P&D has got out and ran a couple times, made Dee-Mack pay, have made every catch, every pass for the Chiefs so far in this first quarter a real nightmare. And it continues here. You got Bear all the way out near half court. That size just really throwing a cog into what the Chiefs want to do.
Suffocating defense still from the Lady Irish. A couple of those backdoor cuts, like I said earlier, might be open, but other than that, not much for the Chiefs. DeJesus gets the ball to the post.
She's triple teamed in the post. She finds Cunningham for three. Can't get that one to go. Cassidy clears for the Irish.
Those
and
3-point shots,
back the other way.
Those 3-point shots will start falling for the Chiefs sooner rather than later, I believe.
That's about the best look they've gotten all night. Good pass there from DeJesus out of the triple team to find Cunningham, just unable to get it to fall. As Cassidy goes back to work down low for the Irish. Can't get that one in on the nifty little post move. Knowles clears for the Chiefs.
Smart play by Cassidy, looking out to the perimeter. Would have had an open shot. Takes the spin move, had an open layup. Fortunately, couldn't get it to roll in.
And Cunningham suffocated out top by Mingus. Does finally get it away. DeJesus gets her first clean look of the game. She makes him pay. Dalia DeJesus, her first three of the game.
That is just too much space for the star sophomore in red. Irish have been all over her in the early going so far.
Big shot for Dee-Mack to get them back into this one. Down 10, now down 7, 16-9. As De Jesus, good from deep. You see Wardle miss on the other end.
And Bridget Dooley did check in for the Irish earlier this game, and they immediately stuck her on De Jesus. De Jesus makes her pay.
And Dooley will check back out for PND. That was number 13 in white. We had a kick ball there on PND. Ball will remain down here with Dee-Mack. Hahn has it in the corner, works on Cassidy baseline. No call, she throws it away. Turnover, Dee-Mack, ball back to PND.
I think I've lost count of how many turnovers they've gotten so far. It's something you definitely got to clean up if you're the Chiefs. Defense has looked a little bit better these last few possessions, as well as handling the ball.
See what PND here does with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wardle with a nice back cut, resets, finds some room. Maya Wardle one more time. She's into double figures now for PND. The short corner jumper puts her at 11 in the first quarter.
Nice job by Wardle, not rush herself there. That's why she's got 11 of Notre Dame's 18.
Tough press there by PND as it leads to a Cottingham gets in the corner, head fake. Can't get that one to go. Battle inside for it. And no good there by Bontemps before the buzzer. Fast-paced first quarter there, Dalton. 18-9, Notre Dame out in front. What did you see there from Maya Wardle specifically in that first quarter?
Suffocating on both offense and defense, getting to the rim basically whenever she wants, knocking down a couple shots from the mid-range as well. And that defense from Coach Longhoff's squad, amazing stuff.
Are you shopping for a used car? Make it happen today at every Uftring Auto Group dealer with an incredible selection from a name you know and trust. All-wheel drive SUVs, hard-working trucks, economy cars, muscle, luxury, and more. Many with low miles and remaining factory warranties. Special financing is available, plus our best selection of budget cars in over a year. Get a free Carfax and feel good about your used car from all 8 Uftring locations. Because if we wouldn't sell it to our family, we wouldn't sell it to you. UftingAutoGroup.com.
It was a quick word from our sponsors as we are back here as the second period just ready to get underway. We talked on Peoria Notre Dame and their first quarter. Dalton, what did you see from Dee-Mack and what do they need to change here going into the second period?
I really liked the offense in the second half of that first quarter. There are openings when you play against a defense as suffocating as the Irish. There are openings. It's just a matter of can you get the ball to those openings.
Nifty move there by Cassidy as she starts off the scoring here in the second quarter for PND. Their lead is back up to 11. Another tough pass on the press breaker as De Jesus now has it. She looks to go to work, immediately double teamed by the Irish as they are letting her get no free touches near the basket. Another tough pass there from Cottingham to Hahn and down low. Goes by the wayside. Irish turn over the Chiefs once again. They've got their second possession here of the second quarter.
I like the looks and I like the passes, Brock. They're just really not going through. A lot of them are getting tipped. Sometimes there's not even catching the ball. Definitely got to fix that going forward. Nice block.
Good block there by Hahn. Straight up, spiked that one into the floor for Dee-Mack. Got their fans on their feet. Let's see if that provides a spark here in a scoring run.
Nice job by Hahn. Did not use her body to foul there. Stuck her arm straight up. Got all ball.
Hahn's been handling the ball a lot here for the Chiefs. Tough pass in there to De Jesus, unable to corral it. Cottingham, jolly on the spot though, corrals it, and she is going to be called for a foul. Maya Wardle is going to be called for a foul on going for the ball there on Cottingham.
Yep, got Maya Wardle hitting the arm of Cottingham there in the corner. Wardle pleading her case, and green and blue not happy again. But regardless, Chiefs basketball under the basket.
Just the first foul here for Wardle. As Dee-Mack goes back to work following the foul. Knowles gives to De Jesus, who fires from the outside. Can't get that one to go. Good board in there by Lexi Baer. The sophomore clears out to Maya Wardle. And the Irish are back to work.
I like that from Lexi Baer getting the rebounds. She draws a foul there. I like her getting the rebound and not panicking and getting it to Wardle, bringing it up herself and immediately getting the ball back, going straight to the rack.
Having a Swiss Army knife like Baer, the Richwoods transfer, who can get the ball on the three-point line, head fake, put the ball on the deck, get right to the rim with confidence. Such a luxury for the Irish.
The sophomore standing at 6 foot that can do everything you just mentioned, Brock. You just don't see that very often.
As the first one for her is no good. The foul for the Chiefs was whistled on DeJesus, her first, team's first. Let's see if Baer can split a pair here at the line.
No foul trouble really for either team thus far. Somewhat surprising, I would say.
And Maya Wardle with a tap over the shoulder of Hahn gets the ball back for PND. Lexi Baer can't get the second chance three to go. Lucky possession there for Dee-Mack. As he gets the ball back.
Both teams falling just a little bit cold here from three-point line here, Brock.
As Wardle out front strips it from Zeller, and she is off to the races. Wardle, the steal, and the basket.
Wardle gets that look on her face when she's got the ball in transition. You just know she's not going to be denied there. She's got her 13th point with just under 6 to go in the second quarter.
A one-woman wrecking crew here for the Irish as she is all over the floor. Knowles from deep. Can't get that one to go. There's Baer with another rebound, and she clears out to Emmy Wardle, who hits Maya open for three. Good! Maya Wardle, another three-pointer for the Irish, and PND is starting to run away with this one.
All right, Brock, I'm starting to run out of things to say about Maya Wardle. She's doing it all here. That's now 16.
As she has had her fingerprints on just about every facet of this game, whether it's been a steal or a rebound, a pass, or a basket, she's had it so far here for the Irish. Big possession here for the Chiefs as they get right inside to DeJesus, who got a really clean look right at the doorstep. Couldn't get that one to fall, but she will go back to the free throw line. Good look there, good offense from Dee-Mack to get a touch for the best player.
Yeah, fantastic look there from the senior Keely Zeller. Just the moment that DeJesus had just a breath of fresh air, she puts that ball in the perfect spot. DeJesus couldn't finish it, does go to the line.
Breaths of fresh air have not been very forthcoming tonight for DeJesus as PND is sending 2, sometimes 3 at her every time she touches the ball near that paint. As DeJesus makes the second, and she splits a pair for the Chiefs. Emmy Wardle will go to work now. Tough pass there. Baer tries to save it. She saves it right back to DeJesus, who goes right at Baer. Can't get it to go with a tough follow.
Phenomenal defense from Baer there to not foul.
Straight up there from the sophomore. Sophomore on sophomore. Baer gets the upper hand there. As the Irish playing through Cassidy and Baer on the outside here. Nice pass there from Baer inside. Can't get that one to go. That was Cora Hines, another freshman, playing some minutes here for the Irish.
Not a bad look again on the other side. Just couldn't get that one to go. That three-pointer no good either. Baer another rebound, Brock.
And she's leading the break here for the Irish with confidence, and she settles into a deep triple. Can't get that one to go off the glass, but look at Mingus with the hustle down there as she ties it up with Ellie Hahn. We have a jump ball as the possession arrow will stay with the Chiefs.
Maya Wardle and Allie Stickelmeyer back into the game for the Irish. Very quick breather from Maya Wardle, might I add.
Big screen there from Hahn, frees the way for Knowles to break the press. Cottingham throws up a tough jump shot. Good defense by Baer yet again. Maya Wardle leads the fast break. Nice patient play there to set the feet with the head fake from Allie Stickenmeyer on the feed from Wardle. Another fast break basket for the Irish and another nice find up the floor from Maya Wardle.
Irish don't really go to the bench too often, but it's really nice to have such a dynamic player like Allie Stickelmeyer off the bench that can come in and get you a bucket from anywhere like that.
Good back cut there from DeJesus. She gets right to the rim. Going to call that on the floor on the Irish.
I think that's the right call. I mean, regardless, even though the basket didn't count, nice job by DeJesus to go up through contact to put that one in the rack. She'll take the foul, though.
And they'll get Stickelmeyer with the foul there, her first, as Bear gets a much-needed breather. And she'll be checked out for Bridget Dooley. There's another turnover there for Dee-Mack as Wardle at the controls. And as her sister Emmy loses it out of bounds there. Ball will stay down here with the Irish.
Looks like Maya Wardle's wanting a timeout. She's going to get it. Probably a good one. If Notre Dame up 17. Don't want them to get too far ahead of themselves as we get closer to halftime. Everybody take a step back, take a breather.
A fast start here to the second half, first half really in general for P&D. They've got 27 with just over 3 minutes left to play. We said this was going to be a defensive battle. P&D has really bought into that as they have ratcheted it up to a whole nother level here in this first half. Dee-Mack so far, Dalton really with just no answers.
Clearly, I think this speaks to the preparation of P&D. Obviously, the plan is to double, maybe even triple DeJesus when she gets that ball in the paint. Force her to kick it out and force shots from Cottingham or whoever outside. Those shots right now just not falling for the Chiefs. And Lexi Bear has been cleaning the defensive glass like a pro, getting out in transition to Wardle or whoever else. Getting easy buckets, really. That's all it's been, Brock.
Absolutely. It's been the Maya Wardle show so far, as the senior has 16 first half points and looks to potentially add more here, as there is Dooley for the basket on the nice feed from Emmy Wardle.
What a look from the freshman there, Brock, finding Dooley down low off the bench, her first 2 points.
Through a whole lot of traffic as well. Wardle calm, cool, collected. Nice bounce pass to Dooley, who goes down to her shoestrings to grab it and lays it in. Let's see if Dee-Mack can start stringing together some baskets and then some stops on the other end, as DeJesus is getting a breather right now. Good basket downside there by Keely Zeller. That's the first basket in a long time for Dee-Mack. A little bit of a circus shot underneath the hoop for Zeller, but she gets it to fall.
I don't really think that's who the pass was going to. Nice attentiveness by Zeller, and the Chiefs will take 2 points at this point, that's for sure.
As Wardle here will calm things down for P&D, as she is looking for some options. Just got that ball on a string. Nice dribble moves there for Wardle. Can't get the three to go. Hahn down low with the rebound and the clear for Dee-Mack.
We have not talked about the effect that Elise Hahn has had on this game so far. Really going toe-to-toe with the bigger, stronger Peoria Notre Dame team, clearing that defensive glass. You know, if they couldn't clear the defensive glass as well as they are right now, this would be an even bigger lead for P&D right now.
As Wardle with another steal here, as she is wreaking havoc out near center court. Some nifty dribble moves, and she is fouled right near the foul line.
Gonna get Grace Bontemps, I believe, smacking Maya Wardle on the arm. If you're the Chiefs, you'll take that. Slow P&D down a little bit. You got a couple fouls to give here. So we are 1:31 to go in the first half.
Mingus and Bear back in the game for P&D. DeJesus back in the game for Dee-Mack. Good look there off the inbound pass from Cassidy. Can't get that one to go, but hustles and finds her own rebound. Maya Wardle on the head fake, a little bit too greedy there. She gets called for the travel.
If she turns to her bench, pats her chest saying, yeah, that's on me. Probably should have shot that given she has the hot hand right now, but when you're as good as Maya Wardle, you can make a couple mistakes, and I think that's going to be overshadowed by how truly incredible she's playing here in this first half.
As Knowles beats the Irish pressure, as it sets things up, and has no options there on offense. Passes to Cottingham on the backdoor cut. Can't connect there. The Irish turn him over yet again.
That's what I'm talking about, Brock. Those backdoor cuts and all the movement, it's all there, I would say, for the Chiefs. They're just not hitting the target right now, not able to get the ball and go up strong and finish. Instead, they're turning the ball over quite a lot still.
And as weird as it's going to sound, Dalton, it feels like they're running their offense and getting the cuts and the looks and the passes that they want. just unable to connect on some of those, and those backdoor cuts have come open.
If they're running their offense, I mean, the best they can against a team that at the caliber of Peoria Notre Dame. Getting open looks, I mean, they got to hope in the second half that those looks will fall.
As Mingus is now harassing Knowles out near center court, and that's going to lead to another timeout for Coach Nightingale as Knowles picked up the dribble. That's an offensive foul there on Knowles as she was hounded there by Mingus at center court. Gets caught with the chicken wing there, and they will turn it over yet again.
And credit to Mingus, a couple inches shorter than Knowles perhaps, standing her ground, not committing a foul herself, and instead taking that arm from Knowles, getting the ball right back.
And you saw her in the first half banging down low in the post with DeJesus making it hard for her to get a clean catch. As Wardle yet again calls her own number. She's up to 18 now as she has outscored Dee-Mack by herself so far here in this first half. Mingus with another tough defense leads to a Maya Wardle steal. She loses it again. Hahn now with it. Elbow jumper, can't get that one to go. As Cunningham now tracks it down for Dee-Mack. Good tip there by Cassidy. Wardle now to Cassidy, who fires before the horn. Can't get it to go, as that one is just short there, as this PND crowd was ready to explode even more.
I think that's a pretty fitting ending to that first half. What an absolutely wild one we have here in Canton. Peoria Notre Dame goes to the locker room with almost a 20-point lead over a team that's 32-2.
Just a dream first half there for PND. Had their pressure in that defense cranked up to about as high as it could go. Really made life difficult for Dee-Mack in that first half. And Dalton, I would imagine, I don't know the exact tally, but it feels like PND has forced more turnovers than Dee-Mack has scored points.
I would take a guess that Dee-Mack is in double digits in terms of turnovers, and that's not going to get you to Super Sectional, Brock. The good news is you have another half of basketball. You can fix that. You can make stronger, better passes to those girls who are open. We've seen it time and time again. They just got to make those strong passes, got to hit those shots. They absolutely can get back into this one. It's not going to be easy, though.
Stop turning it over, and they've got to get a body on number 22 in white. Maya Wardle has done everything for Peoria Notre Dame in this first half, gotten everything she's wanted. She finishes with a half-high 18 points. 18 of Notre Dame's 31 have come off the arm of Maya Wardle.
Dee-Mack, especially in transition, they have got to get somebody, whether it's Hahn or DeJesus, does not matter who it is, they have got to get a body in front of Maya Wardle and make her go over them or around them, because Maya Wardle doesn't exactly have the height advantage over everybody, but she's making you pay in other ways. Obviously, that speaks on the scoreboard with 18 points.
31-12 is our first half score from Alice Ingersoll Gymnasium. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Meadows Avenue Tap. Slots powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Lunch service starting at 11. Meadows Avenue Tap. Discreet gaming, great food, great friends. Our customers won over 60 million lifetime. Meadows Avenue Tap, East Peoria.
At Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton, we have 18 Trax and Trailblazers on the way from Chevrolet. Listen to Mandy about how to get yours today.
Roger was wonderful to work with. He got it to me just under the wire of my finance approval and saved the day.
That's the Bob Grimm way.
If your driveway and garage don't see eye to eye, or your sidewalk is a tripping hazard, there's a fast, affordable choice when leveling your existing concrete. Concrete Polyfix uses a super strong urethane compound to fill in sunken walkways and driving surfaces. Installation takes a couple hours with surfaces ready for use in 15 minutes. All at a fraction of the price of replacement. Concrete Polyfix is your fast, affordable concrete solution. Call Concrete Polyfix for your free estimate today.
Thank you for that word from our sponsors. We've got about 7 minutes left here at halftime. Dalton certainly hasn't been the close game we and many at home, I think, were expecting when this game started, but still a whole nother half for Dee-Mack. And if that's the worst half of the season they've played already, they picked an okay time to do it in the first half here with still a second half left to play.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they got a whole other half to play. This Dee-Mack team is undefeated in conference and 32-2 overall. for a reason. They've come back and won plenty of games over this marathon that is the high school basketball season.
And as we talked about before the game, we said that Peoria Notre Dame doesn't typically run a very deep bench, and while that has been the case so far in the first half, they've almost used it to their advantage in a way, getting people spells when they can, whether it be Bear or Cassidy, for just quick spells of minutes with Stickelmeyer and Dooley coming in. So even though they do only go really too deep on their bench, they're keeping that top 7 as fresh as they possibly can.
Yeah, you usually won't see more than 7-8 players play in a game for the Lady Irish, but it's gotten them this far. I don't really think that needs to change in the second half or at all going forward for the Lady Irish. It's worked very, very, very well. Stickelmeyer and Dooley really doing their jobs, knowing their role, playing phenomenal basketball.
And we've got some scores from around the area, Irish and Dee-Mack fans who have been keeping an eye on Rock Island and Stillman Valley. Allerman right now is up 22-15 at the half. The winner of that game will take on the winner of this game in the Super Sectionals.
Yeah, that game being played up north in Bureau Valley for the Super Sectional and the right to go to Bloomington Normal and play in the state semifinal. I think it's pretty safe to say whoever comes out on top in this one is going to give Stillman Valley or Rock Island Alleman a run for their money up in Bureau Valley here on Monday.
Absolutely, Dalton. And let's just give you a quick rundown here of how these teams got here. As we mentioned, Peoria Notre Dame 30-4 in the regular season, 10-0 in the Big 12, added their first Big 12 conference championship in school history. They are here via the route of beating Kewanee in the regional semis, dismissed Sherrard 66-33 to win back-to-back regionals, and then beat Bloomington Central Catholic 64-31 in those sectional semis to find themselves here in Alice Ingerstall Gymnasium with a chance to win their first sectional in school history. And then for Dee-Mack, their route to Canton came from beating Clinton 40-28 in the regional semis. Then they downed HOIC rival Downs Tri-Valley to win their regional. And then they beat Canton, the host, in the sectional semifinals 44-34. As the style points in victory have certainly been on PND's side throughout this postseason run.
Yeah, absolutely. PND, not a single close game so far in these IHSA playoffs, and I think Rock Island or Stillman Valley will give them a close game, assuming PND comes out on top in this one.
Absolutely. Some hard-hitting basketball here left to come in this second half. We're going to throw it to a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey moms and dads, come on over to Underdog Sports this spring and get your kids some gear.
Softball, baseball, and soccer cleats, along with sports bags.
We also have used golf equipment.
And disc golfers, check us out too. Underdog Sports and Fanfare.
The official Spring Home Show starts February 23rd at the Peoria Civic Center. Prairie Home Alliance will be there to help spring your home into shape. Pick up your curb appeal with roofing, siding, windows, sunrooms, and more from Peoria Siding and Window. Take the risk out of rainy days with gutter helmet and B-Dry basement waterproofing. Update that outdated kitchen for less time, mess, and money with Woodfront Kitchens. And give your bathroom the best in beauty and function with custom bath solutions. At Prairie Home Alliance, everything under our roof takes care of everything under yours. See you at the home show.
At Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton, we have 18 Tracks and Trailblazers on the way from Chevrolet. Listen to Mandy about how to get yours today.
Roger was wonderful to work with. He got it to me just under the wire of my finance approval and saved the day.
That's the Bob Grimm way.
Family banking from a name you trust. Hometown Community Banks. For over 6 decades, we've been here right where you needed us. High-quality banking services delivered by caring professionals. People just like you who live and love Central Illinois. It's a history we're proud of and one we'll continue to offer to every person who walks through our doors. When you bank in your hometown, your money stays in your hometown. Hometown Community Banks. Divisions of Morton Community Bank. Look for the clock tower and you'll know. We have time for you.
Meadows Avenue Tap. Slots powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Now serving breakfast Saturday and Sunday at 7. Meadows Avenue Tap. Great breakfast, discreet gaming. Our customers have won over 60 million lifetime. Meadows Avenue Tap, East Peoria.
And we are back here in Alice Ingersoll Gymnasium in Canton, Illinois, as it is the site of our Class 2A sectional championship. As we had some high-scoring action from Peoria Notre Dame in that first half, jumping out to a 19-point advantage, 31-12 over Dee-Mack, and really as much of a disaster half for the Chiefs as you can ask for.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is the time where I look to the seniors and perhaps some of the juniors. Your season is on the line here. If you're Dee-Mack, you have got to find somehow, some way, got to find a way to claw your way back into this one before it's too late and you're going home.
On the offensive end for Dee-Mack, Dalton, I think the motto just has to be, let's just end our possession with some shots here. You know, there's been far too many possessions in that first half where they turned it over either in the backcourt, right at half court, and never even had a chance or an opportunity to even look for a shot. So I think Coach Joni Nightingale is just going to hammer that home here at halftime. Just say, guys, we gotta have these possessions at least finishing with some shots.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Nightingale, I'll take a highly contested double-team jump shot from DeJesus in the paint over another turnover. You need buckets at this point. You got to get yourself back into this one. Third quarter's underway.
Especially with as lethal as Peoria Notre Dame has been tonight and all season really in transition. And there was the story of the first half, Maya Wardle, as she finds Cassidy on the opposite wing, open for three. Can't get that one to go, but Baer down low loses it as Wardle kicks it out to Mingus now for three. Can't get that one to go. Baer and Hahn battling down low yet again for a rebound. Hahn comes out victorious. And Dalton, we've got Peoria Notre Dame student section directly to our left, and both of those shots had them ready to about explode. And a tough first possession there for Dee-Mack. Knowles gets trapped in the corner, tries a long pass into the opposite corner for DeJesus overhead, and the Irish turn him over again.
See what you're trying to do there. I think maybe just hold on to that one, take a couple more dribbles, and then look for DeJesus. Don't want to turn that ball over and give PND the ball right back after you have a good defensive possession.
As Wardle now finds Baer, who gives the head fake. The sophomore shuffles the feet, gets nothing, and passes it back to Wardle. Good pass from Wardle to Cassidy, as Dee-Mack only forced a foul to prevent the basket on another beautiful pass from Wardle to Cassidy. She takes it right to the rim and draws the foul.
Pick and roll perfection there from Wardle and Cassidy. How many times do we see the ball handler hesitate for just a second and force that pass to the paint that ends in a turnover? Not Maya Wardle, though. Pinpoint.
As the first free throw there is up and good for Cassidy. The second one good as well. 2 for 2 foul, second on Mackenzie Knowles for Dee-Mack, their first of the half.
Got to say, I'm a little bit surprised that Coach Longhoff is keeping up with this press.
As Dee-Mack breaks the press there. Not the token way you'd like to break the press, but they'll take it. As more tight ball pressure out top from Mingus as soon as Knowles picks up that dribble. Peoria Notre Dame is swarming to the ball handler.
Mingus still all over Knowles. Nice pass there, though.
Good pass from Knowles inside. Tough catch from Cottingham, who corrals it and is rewarded with the foul underneath.
Good awareness from Cottingham there, realizing that she had two girls reaching in for the ball. She realized if she just tried to throw up a shot, she'd probably get a whistle and go to the line.
Lexi Baer whistled for the foul there. Her second, team's first, as Cottingham misses the first of two at the foul line. As Cottingham is good on that one, she splits a pair. And Dee-Mack has their first points here of the second half. 33-13 is our score here in Canton. As Mingus gets right to the rack, can't get that one to go. Tough finish. Knowles with the strong rebound as she is hounded all the way up the sideline by Emmy Wardle. Good head fake there from Cottingham, gets right to the rim, and she will go right back to the free throw line. Nice little couple possessions here from Cottingham and the Chiefs. She's up for her second and third and fourth free throws of the half.
Give credit to Kenzie Knowles there, not panicking and turning the ball over. Finding Cottingham cutting on the baseline. She goes to the rack, gets fouled. That first one's up and good.
As Cottingham knocks down a pair there for the Chiefs. She's got all 3 of their points here in the second half.
Chip away, Brock. Chip away at the lead. That's all you can do right now. Your season's on the line. Chip away.
Just got to keep getting, it all starts down here on this end. Dalton got to get some stops and cannot let the Irish keep getting free drives to the rim as Bear fires a triple, no good. Got to clear the glass too as Cassidy hustles, gets the offensive rebound, takes it right back up, and is fouled.
It's another thing that'll kill you, Brock, giving up those offensive rebounds. Really, Elise Hahn all night long has been phenomenal on the defensive boards. Just a little bit of a slip up there, committing the foul, sending her to the free throw line.
That's Hahn's second foul as Cassidy knocks down the first of the 2 free throws. And Stickelmeyer will give Bear a quick break here for the Irish. Cassidy's second is also up and good. And she's perfect from the foul line.
Good press break from the Chiefs.
As Hahn beats the press, good pass up ahead to Cottingham. Best press breaker of the night for the Chiefs. Couple quick passes up the floor. Hahn breaks it, finds Cottingham down low as she started out red hot in this second half, all 5 points.
Exactly what we're looking for. Stay cool, calm, collected, make the smart, strong pass, and you'll get a layup down there with Cottingham every time.
As Wardle takes Zeller right off the dribble, splits the double team, can't get that one to go, as Knowles clears and races the other way for Dee-Mack. A little bit of life in that Chiefs crowd over there, Dalton, as they've liked what they've seen here at the start of the second half.
It's a foul, yep. They got Emmy Wardle on the hold there, fighting for post position.
Definitely a fortunate foul for Dee-Mack. That ball had a ticket for the wall out of bounds over there. Another tough entry pass for the Chiefs. But they get aided out with the whistle as that one is on Emmy Wardle, her first. As Cottingham's feed to Jesus in the post, who feeds Zeller from 3, and Zeller, Keely Zeller, the senior. Big shot for Dee-Mack.
Here we go, Brock. They got it to within 15. As you said, starts on the defensive end. They got to get some more stops and some more defensive rebounds.
As the Chiefs student section really getting into it now, Dalton. Those claps you may be able to hear in the background coming from the Chief faithful, and DeJesus there gets whistled for the foul as Cassidy and her were battling inside. And Cassidy, who kind of like Cottingham, has lived at the free throw line to start the second half, will go back to the line.
Cassidy, I think she just realized she just a little bit bigger than DeJesus down on that low block. If she can get DeJesus up in the air, she's going to draw a foul and get to the line like she has been all of this third quarter.
Cassidy in double figures with 12 points for the Irish. She is perfect again at the free throw line.
Knowles still being hounded by Mingus. This has been something to watch.
As she just barely gets that one across, as Cassidy jumps the passing lane, can't get the layup to go. Fortunate break there for Dee-Mack as DeJesus takes on the double team near half court and is rewarded with the foul. And Dalton, I'm not too sure, but Mackenzie Knowles might just see Julia Mingus in her nightmares tonight. Everywhere she has been tonight, Mingus has been her shadow right behind her, making life really difficult.
I would not want to be playing offense against Julia Mingus right now. She's just 5'6", but really making her presence known, not letting Knowles. Perfect example right here, case in point. Not letting her get anything. There's another turnover, Brock.
And as soon as Knowles picks up that dribble, Mingus starts to feast. Another turnover for the Chiefs as Cottingham jumps the passing lane of her own. Looks to take it down the court, doesn't have numbers, and the Chiefs reset. As Knowles gets right into the lane on Mingus, tough shot there as Dooley corrals the board and clears for the Irish. Wardle and Cassidy running the two-man action. Nice head fake from Wardle. She kicks out to Stickelmeyer for 3. Can't get it to go. Stickelmeyer, hustle play though, saves it from going out of bounds. Gets the ball back from Wardle. Stickelmeyer No good again. But a nice possession there from PND. Sticklemeyer showing the hustle. Gets the Irish another possession. And Mingus again making life difficult at the half court for Knowles. Gets the swipe.
Gonna give a timeout to PND there. Mingus fell on the ball, had the wherewithal to look up right at the referee and call that timeout. That's a professional play there from Mingus, getting it done on the defensive end again, Brock.
And these guards for PND especially, Mingus and the Wardle sisters, have to have at least 6-7 steals between the three of them on the low end tonight, as they have just been really active, really from the jump in this game.
No easy buckets. I mean, they say defense wins championships, Brock. Yeah, it's cliche, but you see here tonight, it's also very true.
It's fresh out of the timeout. Ball will belong to PND. You've got the two-headed monster of Mingus and Wardle running the out of bounds. Wardle to Wardle here as Emmy gets right to the rim. Tough shot, can't get that one to go. Dooley battling hard down low with Knowles. It's Knowles who comes up with the rebound for the Chiefs.
Knowles herself has played some really tough defense and gotten some really good rebounds for the Chiefs here in this third quarter. Just hasn't really been able to get it going on the offensive end. There's a foul.
As they're going to get a foul there on Mackenzie Knowles, as she gets her pocket picked there by Maya Wardle. All she can do as she's falling down is just foul her to prevent the run out for the layup.
Can't blame Knowles there. She's lost the ball, hit the deck. Seems a little shaken up. Think she's all right, though. Think she's proven that she's pretty tough throughout the course of this game.
Third foul there on Knowles. Both teams sitting at 4 here with 2:20 as Hahn jumps the passing lane there for the Chiefs. Working on Wardle. Finds DeJesus for 3. Good! Delia DeJesus gives the Chiefs some life here. Cuts it to a 14-point deficit. Big 3 for DeJesus.
DeJesus is just unreal, Brock. Any breathing room she gets, whether it's outside the paint or right under the basket, she's putting that ball in the rack. Well, so is Maya Wardle.
Maya Wardle calm, cool, and collected there. You can't give her that open of a look as she gets a freebie there. The length of Bear coming into play there as she tips the pass from Cunningham. The Irish are running again. Wardle looking for options. Back to Mingus. Can't get it to go. Hahn with another rebound down
Dee-Mack's
low.
got numbers here, Brock.
Let's see if they can get something in transition. Cunningham for 3. No good there. Bontemps battling with Bear, who's got another one. Bear streaking down the court for the Irish. Now she looks for options. She's got Wardle, who passes it back to Bear. Now Bear looking to go on the attack, as she just throws one up there out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Irish.
Beautiful block there from DeJesus. That would have been her third foul if she committed a foul. But great IQ from the sophomore to stick that arm up, get all ball. Does stay with PND, but that's better than a layup for the Chiefs.
Wardle and Cassidy running the two-man game on the inbound. Wardle for 3. Can't get that one to go, but another open look there for the Irish.
Dee-Mack fans not happy with ball staying with PND there, but I think that's the right call. Knowles just kind of stuck her arm up and smacked that ball out of bounds.
And Dalton, that's just what hustle can do for you. You make that a 50-50 ball, you make the referee call it. That's what he saw. Nice hustle there from Bear to make it a difficult call for the official.
Vast majority of loose balls have been PNDs in this game.
Yeah, those 50-50 balls, more like 70-30 balls so far. As Peoria Notre Dame looking to go back on the attack. Wardle back to Cassidy, short there. 3 Irish underneath the basket, on the ball for DeJesus. Jump ball. As the arrow is going to favor the Chiefs now. And even on rebounds where Dee-Mack does clear, it's still not easy. There's 3 or 4 Irish at a time. A near jump ball off the inbounds there for Dee-Mack. And they are going to call a jump ball
Mia stuck her hands in there and grabbed the ball as DeJesus had it. That was a pretty quick jump ball call, but jump ball nonetheless.
As the Dee-Mack fans letting them know, Bear for three. That one's short. Wardle with the hustle play, gets the rebound. Now Bear, another open look for three. As he cannot buy a basket, but Cassidy finishes it off for the Irish. The fourth, fifth, sixth chance points there for Notre Dame pays off as Cassidy calls her own number, gets herself to 14 points.
Cassidy showing some emotion there after getting that putback. There's a whistle. I believe that one's going to go on Mingus. Hand check on Knowles, perhaps.
P&D was getting some really good looks on the other end, couldn't get him to fall. They're going to get that foul on Mingus. That's her third. She and Bear both. She's the only one with 3 fouls so far for P&D.
Fifth team foul also will send Dee-Mack to the line here as Knowles' first one is up and in.
Big shot there from Knowles. Maybe gives her a little bit of confidence. Had a tough night up to this point, really getting hounded and harassed in the backcourt by those pesky P&D guards. She's on the board now. She's got her first 2 points of the night. 41-25 here with under 15 seconds left to play in this third quarter. All P&D so far. Wardle to Bear for three. Good! Bear for three right before the third quarter sounds. Wardle to Bear again. The deadly combination for the Irish tonight bites the Chiefs once again. Big shot there before the half for P&D as it goes from 16 now all the way to 19.
Big shot Bear there, Brock. What a shot from Lexi Bear. P&D 19-point lead.
All P&D so far in this one. We're going to toss you away to get a quick word from our sponsors.
The Jansen Law Center, representing Illinois injury victims for over 40 years.
The financial resources of your lawyer is important. Can that lawyer go the distance in a long and difficult litigation case, such as products liability or medical malpractice?
Jay Jansen. One name says it all.
And we are back here in Alice Ingersoll Gymnasium with 8 minutes left to decide our sectional champion here at the Canton Sectional between Peoria Notre Dame and Deer Creek Mackinac. It's been all Irish so far in this one as they are flexing their muscles. Built up a 44-25 advantage here in what has been an impressive showing on the defensive side of things for the Irish.
Hey, for Dee-Mack here, just got to shoot the ball. Doesn't really matter where it is or who it is. Got to get some shots up. It's the only way you're going to get back into this one. There we go.
Big shot there from Mackenzie Knowles. She's got 5, her first triple. Breathes some life into this Dee-Mack crowd here at the start of the fourth quarter.
This Dee-Mack offense, Brock, has been pretty good overall this second half. They had more points in the third quarter than they did in the entire first half. They're going to have to win this game on the defensive end, though, and that's not going to help.
As Emmy Wardle takes DeJesus right off the drive, the freshman beats the sophomore as she gets right to the rack for a free layup for P&D. As Hahn now looking to drive on Cassidy, shuffles the feet there, gets whistled for the travel.
I like the idea for Hahn trying to get a quick bucket. She's had a really good game overall so far. Unfortunately, shuffled her feet before she came set. Gonna get whistled for that one 10 times out of 10.
As P&D looking to go back on the attack. Crazy little sequence there as Zeller ends up with the ball, wrestled it away from Cassidy. Leads to a run out for Dee-Mack on the other end. A good hustle there by Cassidy to get back up, get back on defense to negate the advantage.
Hear the fans behind us yelling no threes. I think that's probably the right move for P&D right now.
Good move there by Cottingham, recognizing the size advantage on Wardle. Backed her down underneath the hoop and was rewarded with the foul.
Wardle cannot believe it, but that's just her second foul, not the end of the world, sent Cottingham to the line.
After 18 first half points for Maya Wardle, Dee-Mack did a better job of keeping her in check in that third quarter, or that third period, holding her to only 2 points as she sits as the lone member of the 20 club tonight.
Fortunately for the Chiefs, you shut down Maya Wardle, and other players like Cassidy and Bear really step up. Bear with that big three, Cassidy a number of free throws.
And they are a very balanced team up and down. And you look at that win versus Bloomington Central Catholic, Dalton. Lexi Bear, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Maya Wardle, 8.6 rebounds. Her sister Emmy, 10.6 rebounds. And then there's Julie Mingus leading the way with 14 points. So a lot of weapons and anyone that can really hurt you on any given night for this Irish team.
Playing this team would just be absolutely horrible. I'm very glad that I never had to go up against a defense this tight and this together as this
Mingus
PND
gets a
team.
free drive, kicks to Bear for 3. As the Irish crowd might have exploded if she'd have hit that one. It's no good. As Dee-Mack will look to answer. They got DeJesus at the high post. She looks to go to work, splits the double team, and she is blocked but will be called for the foul as Lexi Bear got a little bit of hand there. Going to be the third foul on the 6-foot sophomore.
The block was all ball, but I think she might have got her with the hip, her hip going into DeJesus' hip. Little 24-on-24 crime there, and DeJesus hits the first.
DeJesus, just a sophomore, already a 1,000-point scorer. A great start to her illustrious career. That's only just getting started here at Dee-Mack High School. She's up to a team high 11 now for the Chiefs as they're looking to get some stops and some quick stops and some quick baskets as Wardle finds Cassidy on the cut. No dice there for the Chiefs as PND getting whatever they want right at the rim.
The Dee-Mack faithful, to their credit, really trying to rally the troops a little bit, fight back. But 5:30 to go here in this one. It's not looking too good for Dee-Mack.
Tough pass there to Cottingham, who corrals it, gets right to the rim. Good defense there by Bear. They're going to get Wardle on the over the back on the rebound there. Her third foul for Wardle. Tough inbounds pass there again as Bear using that length.
Another whistle. I think that one might have gone on Maya Wardle too, Brock.
It certainly looks like it. She's telling her team no more fouls right now. Coach's daughter, extension of the coach out on the floor, rallying the troops, letting them know no more fouls.
No reason to be sending Chiefs to the line with a chance to score points with the clock not running. That one's going to go to the Irish.
Scramble for the ball there, ends up out of bounds. The ball will be back to PND, who are still playing defense like this is a 3-point game.
Not a single player out there for PND right now has less than 2 fouls. They have that aggressiveness kind of coming back to hurt them.
And Wardle with a blow by there. Quick first step. Maya Wardle gets right to the rim. She's got 22. She matches her jersey number on the night for the Irish. As Maya Wardle has gotten whatever she has wanted tonight. Lead back up to 18 now for the Irish.
Maya Wardle coming into her own, had a little bit of a slow third quarter, but waking up here in the fourth quarter to really bury the Chiefs. Gotta love to see that.
This is a Peoria Notre Dame team who graduated 2 starters from last year, returned 3 as Wardle, Mingus, part of that group, have been aided by the emergence of Emmy Wardle, the freshman, and have been aided as well in the transfer of Lexi Bear from Richwoods.
Yeah, just looking ahead to next year, Losing Maya Wardle obviously isn't great. That's not a player that you can exactly replace. But they've got a lot of underclassmen. They got a good amount of juniors. I don't really see a reason why P&D can't be right back in this spot a year from now, Brock.
Same thing goes to Dee-Mack, really. I mean, both teams rosters with players still able to come back. Dee-Mack is going to return Cottingham, Knowles, Bontemps, Carruthers, DeJesus the most important, obviously. And then you got a trio of freshmen on the varsity roster as well, in Durbin, Schmidgall, and Alan McDaniel. Bodies hitting the deck.
I believe they called that one a jump ball. It's going to go to the Irish there, to Jesus and a couple other Irish trying to corral that one. Zeller checks back in from Chiefs.
There's Wardle.
No need to be in a rush. I know that's kind of the play style of this P&D team. They like to rush you, they like to play fast. No reason to do that right now.
It's almost weird seeing Maya Wardle walking with the ball up the floor after she's been everywhere tonight. But they are crashing, the Irish crashing the glass hard here as Cassidy can't get it to go, followed up there by Baer. And another possession here for Peoria Notre Dame when Dee-Mack cannot afford to give any extras at all.
If you're P&D, just pass the ball around a little bit. Waste as much time as you can, I would say.
Wardle passes it around the horn now. It's Baer's turn. She drives underneath to find the other. Emmy Wardle, sophomore to freshman. Baer to Wardle for the layup. And the lead is 20 now for the Irish.
Incredible job by the sophomore to not step on the line and dish that pass off. Incredible job by the freshman to be there.
And there's Wardle once again. Jumps the passing lane. Finishes it off on the other end for two. 24 for the Eastern Kentucky commit. I'm sure they're liking what they have seen so far from her tonight.
The Atlantic Sun's getting a good one in Maya Wardle. I think she's got potential to eat that conference alive come next year.
As Dee-Mack has really struggled with that on-ball pressure as soon as they are picking up their dribble. Peoria Notre Dame is pouncing, making life really, really difficult. It's another rebound there for the Irish as Wardle looking to take Bontemps off the dribble here.
If you're P&D, you got to make the Chiefs turn you over here. If you have an open shot, you might as well take it. But overall, stay cool, calm, and collected.
Good skip pass there from Wardle to Baer in the corner. Short on the three. DeJesus with the rebound. As Knowles finds Hahn on the opposite wing. She doesn't like it. Gives it to DeJesus, who gets inside. Passes to Bontemps for three. Can't get that one to go. Baer jolly on the spot for another rebound for her tonight.
Don't have the numbers, but Baird's got to have north of 10 rebounds in this one. Seems like every defensive board, she's at least right there battling for it. Love to see that.
Mingus from the corner for three. Good to go! Julia Mingus might have just been the dagger as Peoria Notre Dame flexing all over the Chiefs here tonight. As another turnover on the other end. The lead is now 25 for the Irish. As Wardle finds Baer, who wants to add another one to the total. Can't get that one to go.
Just a minute 30 to go here. P&D fans, specifically that student section directly to our left, really feeling it here. They can smell super sectional.
As we're going to get a timeout here. Last minute 17 from head coach Joni Nightingale. Full timeout.
I think you might as well. Perhaps your last one of the season, barring anything literally unseen. Sun is now setting on this season for Deer Creek Mackinac, and what a season it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing to hang your hats for the Chiefs, certainly, as they followed up their school record season last year with another doozy this year. 32 wins. Coming in with 2 losses, looks like PND is going to hand the Chiefs just their 3rd on the season. Just shows you just how tough both of these teams have been to beat all this season.
And big shout out to Joni Nightingale getting number 21, Bree Clark, one of the 3 seniors on this team, into the game for the final minute or so.
And Wardle gets another steal, gets another basket on the fast break to end things here for PND. They will clear the bench here now, get some fresh numbers in here for you. We've got 10, Abigail Chaddock.
Hugs and high fives and good vibes galore on that PND bench and in the PND stands.
Ellie Bear as well, the senior, gets a nice moment here in the sectionals, as well as Cora Hines, the freshman, who lost it there.
Zeller, Clark, and Hahn all out there for Dee-Mack playing their last 40 seconds of high school basketball. There's a bucket by Zeller, right on cue.
Nice back cut there by Zeller. Good find by Hahn. She gets it to go.
Now it looks like Coach Nightingale's going to take him out to a standing ovation from the Dee-Mack crowd. You know, emotions are running high over there. Good on Nightingale for getting them a proper send-off.
And these seniors have been at the heart of the turnaround with this program, led by Joni Nightingale, a program that really hadn't had a whole lot of winning seasons, as Joni Nightingale has led them to 3 straight 20-plus win seasons, including the back-to-back 30-win seasons. So fully expect these Chiefs to be right back nipping on the bit next year, as Stickelmeyer can't get that one to go. Last 7 seconds of regulation here as Cottingham drills a 3 for Dee-Mack right at the end. And that will do it here, Dalton. History is made tonight for the Peoria Notre Dame Irish. They punched their ticket to sectionals for the first time since 1999. Super sectionals for the first time since 1999. First sectional title since that 99 season as well. A long time coming, long time waiting for the Peoria Notre Dame Irish. History tonight.
They are just 1 win away, Brock, from that beloved trip to Bloomington Normal, Redbird Arena, play in front of a packed house, play for a state title after the struggles that this program has had. They have turned it around in a huge way. There's just nothing to not like about this Peoria Notre Dame team, and I cannot think of a single reason why they won't be holding that first place trophy here in a couple weeks.
Absolutely, and a senior group for the Irish that was very successful, over 80 wins in their high school career. None sweeter than this, I'm sure, as Maya Wardle and the Irish punch their ticket to the Super Sectionals behind the stellar play of their senior D1 guard, as she goes for 26 points tonight and was the do-it-all player for the Irish to spark them to this big victory.
Specifically in that first half, even in that first quarter, Maya Wardle making it happen as she grabs the plaque there and starts celebrating in a sea of white, green, and blue. But Maya Wardle, she showed today that she can hurt any team in any way she wants. Incredible stuff as now student section getting in on the action.
Those are the sights you love to see in postseason basketball. The student section court stormings. Heartbreak on the other side for Deer Creek Mackinac as they close out their season 32-3. They fall just short of the Super Sectionals, where their season ended last year at the hands of Quincy Notre Dame, looking to get back. P&D slams the door on their season, but expect both of these teams to be right back here next year.
Absolutely. I don't see a reason why either of them can't. For Dee-Mack, like we said, only losing 3 seniors. And Dalia DeJesus, Brock. Dalia DeJesus when she comes back, the entire heart of Illinois Conference is going to be horrified, I would imagine. Such a dynamic player.
Absolutely. We're going to get a quick word from our sponsors here before we finish off this post-game.
The WMBD Extra Effort Award, recognizing high school athletes at the top of their game on and off the field.
This week's Extra Effort Award winner is Central Catholic basketball standout Kate Earn, an honor roll student with a big heart for her community.
It's really nice to just know that we're making an impact at such a young age.
The Extra Effort Award, every Thursday on WMBD News at 6. Submit your nomination at CIProud.com. The Extra Effort Award on WMBD, sponsored by the CI Proud to Go mobile app.
Irish fans, we ask you to stick around for just 1 second here. This game pertains to you as Alman is leading 35-26 with 6 left to play in the fourth quarter. P&D takes on the winner of that game next. Illini Bluffs is up 29-21 over A-Town at the end of the third quarter. The other game, Alton leads Normal Community 48-38 at the end of the third quarter in the 4A sectional championship. And Lincoln hammers Morton 61-30 to keep their perfect season alive as they have their eye, as Chloe Froby and Lincoln and the Pioneers have their eyes set on yet another trip to the state title. And Dalton here, final thoughts from us here in Alice Ingersoll Gymnasium. Beautiful gymnasium, wonderful host for us tonight. Wasn't quite as close of a ball game as we got, but we saw some high-octane action on both sides, and both sides showcased a lot of talent tonight.
I think for both sides, first for P&D, lots to be excited about. Obviously, you played potentially your game of the year. You're going to a super sectional, chance to play at Redbird Arena. And if you're Dee-Mack, not much to hang your head around, because we mentioned throughout the broadcast, they're going to be back next year. There's no doubt in my mind, at least. So yeah, I mean, obviously one side's going to be happier than the other, because one team unfortunately has to lose, but upsides for both of these programs for sure.
Absolutely, Dalton, and it really wouldn't shock me if we were sitting here a year from today in this very gymnasium yet again watching these two teams square off for some more important hardware on the line. These winner-go-home games are always tough, as there's heartbreak on the side of Deer Creek Mackinac as the Chiefs are headed home, and there's all smiles, hugs, and joy on the P&D sideline as the Irish punch their ticket to the Super Sectionals, where they will look to continue their quest to claim their school's first state title.
And Alleman is, if they do hold on to that lead against Stillman Valley, what a matchup that is going to be up north in Bureau Valley. Be teams almost with identical records. I believe Peoria Notre Dame has 31 wins, and Alleman, if they can fend off Stillman Valley, will have 30 wins. Both teams 4 losses. Both teams not a lot of losses on neutral courts either. Potentially setting up for a game of the year up in Bureau Valley.
And there's Dalton, there's no flukes this late in the season. Either you're talented or you're not. And there is going to be a ton of talent on display in classes 1 through 4 the last couple games that we've got left here on the girls' side as well as on the boys' side. Don't go anywhere, folks. Really, for the rest of the month at the beginning of March, we've got hard-hitting, exciting basketball coming at you. Thank you for tuning in tonight on WMBD and CI Proud. It was Notre Dame over Dee-Mack as the Irish punch their ticket to the Super Sectionals.